Welcome students. Good morning. Today we will continue our same topic, that is project cost estimation techniques. In the previous class we have discussed about the estimation techniques. Those are helpful for estimating cost, time, effort, duration to be made. Those are basing upon the size. The size is estimated, then it will lead to identifying the rest of the estimations. And using the COCOMO model, how we can identify all these estimations. When you go for using the basic COCOMO model and intermediate of COCOMO model and complete COCOMO model, how we can do the estimation of our size, cost, effort, time duration for a particular product. If you will go for basic COCOMO to use, it gives an approximate estimate of the project parameters. Estimations are not always highly implemented, not always 100% accurate. It is only going to provide approximated value. And on different project parameters, it will make the approximate estimations. How much approximate cost is to be incurred, how much approximated effort is going to be required, and how much approximated time is going to be required. Not much, not less. It will be near about to the real requirement. Got it? In using the basic COCOMO estimation model, how you can identify the effort, time and cost. For that, certain mathematical formulas are being used, and the mathematical expressions, those are specified here. Effort equal to A1 into KLOC to the power A2 PM. PM month means person per month. Persons engaged in work in a month. Accordingly, the estimated is calculated. TDV is the time required for development, and the formula or expression used for it is B1 into effort to the power B2 months. Effort is calculated. Basing upon the effort, time will be calculated. Got it? And the time required for development of the product can be expressed in months, as effort is expressed in person per month. Time for development is expressed in months. Got it? The month can be 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, or 5.4 months, or 6.5 months, like that. Got it? And the expression uses certain constant values and certain expressions here. And what are the meaning of all those? The KLOC is the estimated size of the software product expressed in kilo lines of codes. Priorly, we have identified size using the size estimation techniques. Function point metric moreover utilized for identifying more approximated value prior to the product development. KLOC lines of code is calculated according to the lines of source code required to be used for development of the product. And your KLOC is specified in the kilo lines. One line, one input at a time given, one line of code at a time written. Accordingly, 1000 lines will be classified into kilo lines of code, KLOC. 1000 lines combined together forms KLOC. Got it? The A1, A2, B1, B2 are the constant values. And the constant values can be based upon different category of the software product. That what may be the category of the software product? In the last class we have discussed. According to the category identified, the A1, A2, B1, B2 constant values can be different. And the constant values are given basing upon the previous software development knowledge. Priorly, what software products required to use such values, basing upon that, these values became used, applied here. Got it? And it also changes according to the category. So what are the values of A1, A2? According to the categories, in the subsequent points we will discuss. And the term TDV is the estimated time to develop the software, which is expressed in months. Got it? Then effort is the total effort required for the software product to develop, which is expressed in person per month. Got it? Now come to the basic COCOMO calculation. According to the basic COCOMO approach, every line of source text should be calculated as one LOC, irrespective of the actual instructions required. And A1, A2, B1, B2 are varied values according to categories of products. And accordingly, the formula for estimation of effort can be different basing upon the category of software product. The effort required according to organic or semi-detached or embedded type can be followed using these expressions. If it is of organic type, if the product category is of organic type, then the effort will be 2.4 KLOC 1.05 power person per month. Effort is identified A1 KLOC to the power A2 A1 multiplied with KLOC to the power A2 person per month. So the effort required for organic type is 2.4 KLOC 1.05 power person per month. KLOC to the power 1.05. Here A1 is 2.4, A2 is 1.05. So according to semi-detached type, A1 is 3.0 and A2 is 1.12. According to embedded, it is A1 is 3.6 and A2 is 1.20. And the effort will be expressed in terms of person per month. Got it? And your effort accordingly can be calculated. Got it? Mark this, remember this, identify this. These A1, A2, these all are basing upon the past experiences of software development products. According to that, these constant constraints being utilized for effort calculation, time calculations like that. Got it? And accordingly, the time required, time calculation expressions can be like this. For identifying the organic type category software, the time required will be 2.4 effort to the power 0.38 months. If it is of semi-detached type, the requirement formula will be TDV equal to 2.5 effort to the power 0.35 months. And this also changes according to the category. If it is embedded type, the B1 value will be 2.5 and B2 will be 0.32. According to different categories, the A1, A2 values are like this. And the A1, B1, B2 are basing upon the time requirements. According to organic, it is different. According to semi-detached, it is different. Like that. Got it? B1, B2. B1, B2 for everyone. The effort and duration estimates are obtained using the COCOMO model are called nominal effort estimates and nominal duration estimates. Nominal, more approximated, nominal. Okay, here the effort and duration is calculated, and basing upon the effort and duration, you go for calculating the cost required for developing the product. And the cost changes according to the effort requirements. And the effort requirements is basing upon the persons those are engaged in software product development and the amount to be paid for the product development. Got it? And you can go for assuming one example. Basing upon the example, how the calculations of effort, time and cost is performed, let us view using one example. Suppose your product requires 32,000 lines of code to be written, and the product is of organic type of software product. The category of software is organic type, and the lines of code required is 32,000, and the average salary of a software engineer to be given per month is 15,000. So basing upon that, what will be the effort required, what will be the size required, we can calculate. Accordingly, the cost can also be identified. Got it? The calculation is made in what manner? Let us view on it. The lines of code we require to develop here is 32,000 lines of code. And our expression of effort calculation and time calculation requires the information to be expressed in terms of KLOC. Got it? And the KLOC is here your 32,000. If you will convert into KLOC, then it will be 32. The lines of code required for development is 32,000. So the KLOC will be here 32. If you will identify the organic type of software's effort, then you have to use the formula A1 into KLOC to the power A2 PM, persons per month. And the value of A1 is 2.4 according to organic, and value of A2 is 1.05 according to organic. And the effort expression will calculate 2.4 multiplied with 32 to the power 0.15 persons per month. And if you will identify 32 to the power 0.15, then the value will be calculated in calculator as 38.054. And now 38.054 is multiplied with 2.4, and you will get 91 point something. And you can round up the value here to express in person per month to 91. And the effort calculated is 91. But using the effort, you can calculate the time required. And the expression for calculating time in case of organic type of software is your 2.5 multiplied with effort to the power 0.38. Your B1 is 2.5 and B2 is 0.38 according to organic category. Look at the expressions, formulas. B1 is here 2.5, B2 is here 0.3. And if you will apply the formula, then B1 into F4 to the power B2, 2.5 into 91 to the power 0.38. If you will identify 91 to the power 0.38, then you will get a value that is 5.551, and multiply 5.551 with 2.5, you will get 14 point something, 13.879 you will get, and the rounded value is 14. Got it? The 14-month time duration is required for developing this organic type of product, where the lines of code is specified as 32,000. 14 months it will require to develop the product, and the effort required is 91, and we have given the portion per month salary that is given to the developer. The salary given to the developer in each month is multiplied with the effort. Then it is going to give you the total cost value. And the total cost will be here equal to your 91 multiplied with 15,000. 91 multiplied with 15,000 will give you the value 1,365,000 rupees. Got it? And you can do at your notebook to calculate the value. Accordingly, if the product category changes, the lines of code must be given for the product to be developed, and a nominal fees for a particular software engineer paid every month is given. Then you can calculate the cost, effort, time required in this manner using the formulas. Okay, this is the basic COCOMO information. And in basic COCOMO, where the effort you are calculating and the size you are time you are calculating is according to the product categories complexity, the time complexity, the effort complexity it requires, the type of product it requires, accordingly it changes. When you will engage your software developers or your software resources in a particular product to be used for certain period of time, then its value may develop more and more. Whenever your product development process goes on and on, the product development is moved from a lower stage to higher stage, then the effort requirements will be more. At the first month of the software product development, what much of effort requirement is, it is being gradually increased up to n highest level. So the effort requirement will be more and more when your software product development work goes on increasing. Got it? And when your product development process starts and goes on, and according to the time required for developing the product, if you will compare with your size, whenever a particular product development size increases, the time required for developing the product also increases. And when your development the product size becomes a nominal one, then the time required will not be developed. It will be at a constant rate after some time. It will work in a nominal manner. When the product development size reaches at its coding part or at its testing part, then the time requirement will be constant, because already for writing the code and for uh, performing the software development processes like your designing and information collection, at the time of preparing the maintenance report for a particular product, the time required for developing a product goes on nominally. But although it requires more effort to be paid, because the maintenance part requires more time, more cost and effort to be invested in order to identify the importance, strength, errorless system to be developed. Got it? And when your basic COCOMO is used, then it uses the mathematical formulas and identify the value in this manner. Got it? Therefore, time formulas are being used for calculating the cost. It uses the effort to be multiplied with the cost invested per month for each individual. Got it? And your basic COCOMO does not exactly provides the optimal benefit of estimating the cost. It only based upon the formulas, expressions exactly given to it. It calculates a basic value that is going to be invested. But what are the real factors to be identified to make the estimates in a proper manner can be dependent upon more 15 parameters, because your basic COCOMO only based upon the effort to be provided, the number of people engaged in the software development product, and the time required for developing the product. Besides that, certain other product parameters are also there that multiplies the cost, and the cost multipliers can range from a value 1 to 3. Got it? And basing upon the basic COCOMO informations, the value is calculated on those 15 parameters. The 15 parameters may be categorized into 4 specifications. What are those specifications? Let us have a view on that. All those 15 parameters can be categorized into product, computer requirement, personal requirement, and development environment requirement. Got it? The product requirements, the characteristics of the product that are considered include the inherent complexity of the product, reliability of the requirements of the product. When your product development is under process, what is the internal complexity inside it? Accordingly, the product requires more effort or more time. According to the reliability of the requirements to be identified for the product, also put a greater impact on the real cost requirement and effort requirement. Got it? Computer. The characteristics of the computer that are considered include the execution speed required for developing the product and the storage space required for developing the product. If the execution speed is higher, accordingly the effort investment and the time requirement will be changed. According to the storage space available of the computer, also put a great impact on the product time to be minimized. Got it? And in the third category, you can go for identifying the personals. The attributes of the software development personnel that are considered include the experience level of the personnel, the programming capability of the personnel, the analysis capability of the software developers. Basing upon these qualities, the effort also differs. The time required for the product development also changes. Got it? If a particular product developer is an experienced one, is more efficient in product development area, then the product will be developed with less effort, and the product will also be requiring less time to develop because he has experienced on development of products. He can make a upgradation into that. He can make more reliable software product development qualities to be applied. Got it? If he has a good programming capability, then also it puts a great impact. The complexity of the programming changes according to the writing of sophisticated codes. You can write a smaller set of code for a larger product to convert into an automated system. According to programming capability, you can apply this technique. So in this regard also, the effort and size and cost changes. Analysis capability of the developers are also very important to put impact on the effort estimations, time estimations, cost estimations. How well analyzed the products requirements are, accordingly it will be more accurately developed and more efficiently submitted to the customer. So these parameters are also a great impact to change the size, effort, time required for developing the product. The development environment attributes capture the development facilities available to the developers. How well the developers can develop a product, how comfortably the developers develop a product according to the environment provided to it, the development facilities provided to it, the benefits provided to them, sophistication of the automation tools also put a greater impact on the effort and size and cost required for developing the product. Because how much accurate tools, how much convenient tools for automation you will apply, accordingly the product will be more neat and clear. And the time required for developing the product also can be minimal or according to the real requirements. You can go for identifying the estimations in complete COCOMO model. What are the strategies applied here? The drawbacks of basic COCOMO and intermediate COCOMO put impact on using the complete COCOMO to be utilized. They consider a software product as a single homogeneous entity and try to start giving effort on it. Got it? The whole system is identified as a homogeneous entity and make estimations on that. But the actual case is that as the whole project is to be decomposed into number of sub-modules and sub-modules thereafter to reach at a leaf level module, then in that regard the product is distributed into number of parts. The main module is converted into smaller modules. Then each and every module will be separately calculated its values. Here, in case of your complete COCOMO, your product modularization is performed basing upon the informations available in the requirements and requirements part. According to the requirements identified, the main module is first identified, then the main module is separated into sub-modules, and each and every sub-module will be identified its smaller level functions, and according to the smaller level functions, the sub-modules are inherited from the sub-modules, and the smaller modules providing more accurate results to be calculated for the product development part. Let us view one example of distributed management information system. If you go for identifying the operations to be performed in a management information system, then the module can be identified from the MIS is your according to the requirements of the product. Suppose your management information system is having a interface part to develop. So for interface part, you have to separately code. And when your MIS system is going to deal with larger amount of data to be stored and retrieved from it, it requires databases to be used. And implementing databases and the code for utilizing those databases need to be written for that. Then for performing the internal operations inside the system to communicate between each and every module and perform their integrated actions inside that, you can go for using the communication modules to be utilized, the communication part to be used. And your complete COCOMO at first divides the product into subcategories, what type of actions really required for it. Then accordingly each and every part will be subdivided into different parts and executed. The whole system is divided into different parts like your graphical user interface part to develop, in which your users information will be received and the system is going to provide the result. The interface part is very important to be developed properly. Then next, the internal operations performed inside the system is basing upon the database part. How well database management system is utilized, accordingly it will store larger amount of data, execute the amount of data provided to it, and in order to do that, the database part development will be done. And to make the communication between the user interface part with the database to be accommodated conveniently, the communication part is developed. And according to these categories, the development will be performed. You can go for thinking that how the communication part will be developed. For developing a communication part, you can consider it as an embedded system and use it because it uses certain interfaces to link between different modules, allow the communication between different modules, allow the communicating languages, the linkers, compilers, interpreters inside it to be operated, to do different type of activities, allow different type of activities to be processed inside it. You can categorize the communication part into an embedded type of software and accordingly calculate the effort, time, and cost required for developing the communication part. Got it? The database part could be a semi-detached category of software because the database contains the internal data to be received, the data to be managed very well inside it, and it also allows the communication between the user and the system to receive the data from the user and provide the data to the user as per his requirement. So it is performing a dealing with the outside world and inside world of the system. So in that regard, you can categorize the database part as a semi-detached type of software and accordingly calculate the estimations. Got it? And the GUI part, you can think it as an organic type of software because it is having certain fixed informations to be processed, certain specific known informations to be input, and all those will be managed in a interface and kept in right places, then write the code for each and every small part. So you can categorize the GUI as an organic type of software and calculate the effort estimations, size estimations, and cost estimations, and time estimations accordingly. And then at last, sum all of those categories and final estimation you can provide. Got it? According to the three components, the costs identified are summed together and can provided the accurate estimation for the product to be developed. Okay, so with this you can get the overall cost required for the product to be developed. Got it? And for your software products to be developed in an effective manner, the estimations should be also effective. If estimations are inaccurate, then your product development may also hamper. The third category of your estimation is your analytical estimation technique. The analytical estimation contains scientific formulas to be used for identifying the estimations to be made properly, in which the product complexities, the algorithmic complexities, the product's internal processings, the real-time system requirements, everything can be scientifically calculated and operated. Here, the analytical estimation techniques derive the required results starting with certain basic assumptions regarding the project. Basing upon the assumptions, the product development will start. Thus, unlike empirical and heuristic techniques, analytical techniques have certain scientific basis to be used. You can go for using Halstead's software science to be especially used for estimating the software maintenance efforts. And the efforts calculated here will be more scientific in nature and more accurately you can reach at an approximated value.